Hey guys, welcome all. Now, let me introduce myself. My name is Vikas and I work as a senior cloud architect in one of the big four companies here in Bangalore. I have around 13 years of IT experience where I have worked approximately 7 to 8 years on cloud technology, AWS being one of the major technologies where I have worked with. Okay, so today we will be starting our class and we will be talking about AWS, to be very precise, Amazon Web Services, and how to navigate to cloud. What is AWS? Why is everybody talking about AWS and all those things? So the agenda for today's meeting is what is cloud computing? So many of you might have heard about this terminology, cloud computing. So what is cloud computing? What are the cloud services which we talk about? What is the deployment methodology? And how come AWS has become a global leader in the world of cloud? And what is global infrastructure? Why we are talking about global infrastructure and what are the benefits of that? Now, as I told you that Edureka is a pioneer in this domain when it comes to online teaching platform and all. So there should be something good which makes it number one, and it is holding that position for a long time now. So if you see here, they have a very well architected learning platform. So they know what a student feels when they just start something new. So they start from the very basic, they start from the introduction part where they treat you as kids. They teach you everything small and big, and then it is followed up by a hands-on session. They teach you what is security, because whenever you talk to some client, the first question they will ask is, how secure is my data on cloud? So security is one of the most important aspect which the client is looking at. So we teach you about security. Then we hands-on. Then we teach you about the EC2 component, the compute component, hands-on. We teach you about the storage component, followed by hands-on. We teach you about load balancing, auto scaling, DNS service of Route 53, hands-on. We teach you database, how to do database analytics and all, again, followed by hands-on. We teach you networking and monitoring, followed by hands-on. We teach you application services and Lambda, again, hands-on. We teach you configuration management, hands-on. Then we teach you how to implement DevOps on cloud. So if you see here, this is a well-managed and well-planned training program where we treat you as a beginner. We teach you everything from scratch, and we make sure that you get best out of the training program which you have. Now let's talk about cloud. We heard a lot about cloud. Now cloud is, I'll give you a very simple example. Okay, I have been teaching from last 7 to 8 years. Earlier, when a student used to come to me, he'll say, sir, can you give me the study material? I need that code. I need the slides. I need the content which you have. So I'll say, come with a pen drive. And when you give me the pen drive, I will give you the course content. Now, when the same student or a different student comes to me and says, sir, I need the cloud, I need the content. So I'll say, okay, send me your WhatsApp number. I will send you a link. That link may be a Google Drive link or anything like that. And this guy will sit somewhere. So I'm in Bangalore. He may be somewhere in US. He may be somewhere in UK. He may be somewhere in some village of Andhra Pradesh or anywhere. He will just need an internet connectivity and he will download the content. This is cloud. 10 years from now, 5 years from now, people used to download movies from torrent and all those things. They used to keep it on their mobile and they used to watch. Nowadays, they connect to internet, Netflix, Amazon Prime, and they watch it online. This is cloud. So it is not that cloud is a concept. Cloud is something which is happening right in front of you. So if I have to go by the theory, I will say cloud is a collection of compute resources that can be accessed through internet. In fact, I will say not only compute resources, but anything which you can think of, like storage, networking, content delivery. So all these things can now be accessed via internet. So you don't have to install anything on your laptop. You just need to create an account on the cloud environment. So we will be precisely talking about AWS. So you have to just create an account on AWS, and then you get all the services available. Now, what AWS does is AWS gives you a free account. So you can go to Google, say free account on AWS. Now, AWS will give you a free tier service, a place where services are free. Not all of them, but most of them. So if you come here and say, I want to have a free account. So it says, what would you like to do? So I will say, I would like to create a website. So here you can see there are components like compute, storage, database, and every component is free. So compute is like 750 hours for 12 months. So per month, you get 750. See here. So here it is saying 750 hours of T4G small instance is what you get. You get 5 GB of storage. You get 750 hours of RDS. So like this, you will see that most of the components you're getting for free. Some of the components are free forever, always free. Some of the components are given free for 12 months. Some are given free on a trial basis. So that will keep varying, that keep changing. So you can see here with cloud, I can use compute, database, storage, containers, mobile and web applications, serverless, machine learning, AI. In fact, whatever you think it is there on cloud, you just need to create an account. As I told, free tier account, you have to log in and each and every component is available on your fingertips. So you have to simply come here. You have to say, I will sign in as a root user. You will have a username, which is your email ID, and then followed by a password. And here you go, you are logged in. Okay. Now here you can see services. Now when you see services, you can do everything: analytics, blockchain, containers, database, machine learning, IoT, game development, developer tool, media, migration, content delivery, quantum, satellite, robotics, storage. So whatever you want is available on the cloud. What you have to do, you just need to create an account on AWS and get started. Okay. So this is what is changing. So let's talk about what is cloud computing in that case. So it says it is on-demand delivery of compute power, network, database, storage, application, and other IT resources through cloud service via internet with pay-as-you-go model. Now, why is this important for me? Okay. Now, think that I am a company who is selling pizzas. Okay. I had a store and I was selling pizza. Now I see that everybody is going online. So what I decide is I will go for a mobile app. So people can download my mobile app and they can order pizza. Also, I want a website. Now, when I talk about a website, it means I will need web servers where I can put my website. So let me say I need a website. So website. So for website, I will need web server. So when I say web server, it means big CPU, big RAM, big storage, and in short, cost, right? If you buy a very big laptop, it is going to get you a good amount of cost. Now, let me say I need 100 such web servers because my website is a big hit. Everybody wants to buy pizza from my store. So I need 100 web servers. So the cost will be big. Now you also need to have a data center where you will be paying for the electricity. You will be paying cooling charges. Not only that, you will hire a set of people who will do server management for you. Server management, server, M-A-N-A-G-E, server management. Not only server management, they will do storage and networking, storage management. They will do networking and security. So if you see here, I am turning out to be a IT infra management team. I have spent a lot of money to do the setup. Second, I am turning out to be a IT infra management team. There's so many hardware I have to manage. So it is consuming time. It is a time consuming process. Plus, I have invested so much cost. So it is equivalent to, let me say, I want to have a cup of tea. A cup of tea. For cup of tea, let me say I need like 10 people are there in my family. Okay. So I need 1 liter milk. Okay. Daily. Now what is happening is they're saying, put a dairy. D-A-I, put a dairy. Now, if I put a dairy, I have to buy 100, let me say 10 cows. I have to hire people who will maintain them. I have to look for what they will eat. So I have to look for fodder. Now you look back and you say, boss, my requirement was I need 1 liter milk. That's it. And you are asking me to put a dairy. Now I'm doing the management for 10 cows. I'm maintaining their food. I'm maintaining their cleanliness. I'm maintaining a space. This is exactly what is happening here. This guy needs one website which has to run on 100 web servers, and you're asking him to put a data center, which is something like this. Let me show you a data center. How does it look like? Data center. Let's see how does the AWS data center looks like. So you are asking him to put a data center which will be something like this, and it is a costly thing. Yes, not only that, he has to maintain that. He has to put so many workers to work on that. So now what I see is I have turned out to be a IT infra management team because I have to do so many things. Now this is what I don't want. So what cloud does is cloud says, I will give you on-demand services, compute power, networking power, storage, all these things, and that to pay as you go. Now, suppose I am a website who is doing trading. Sorry, let me come here. So let me say I'm a website who is enabling people to do trading. So earlier I was running web servers 24/7, whether there are customers or not. I was running my web services. Now what happens is I don't have to run 24 hours. Only 9 hours I want to run because market is open from morning 9, let me till evening 5. And that too, 5 days in a week. So if you do a calculation, you can see that you're saving a lot in terms of earlier what you were doing and now what you're doing. Okay. So if I do a simple calculation, let me just do a very simple calculation. So let me do that calculation. So 24/7. So it was 168. And let me say per hour, I had to spend $10. $10. Okay. So total, I was spending $1680. This is per week. Okay. Now let's multiply it by 30 because you are running it for 30. So into 50. So it is 50400. Okay. Then this was initial cost. Okay. Now I have changed. I am just running it for 45 hours in a week. Let me say still the cost is $10, or let me say it is $15. Okay. I have increased the cost also. So it will become 45 into 15, 45 into 15, which is 675 hours. 675 hours. And I am not running every day because weekends, it's a holiday, right? So 4 weekends, 8 days I'm not running. So I'm running only for 22 days. So 675 into 22. So now I'm spending 14,850. Now, just if I do a very simple calculation, what saving I did. So I will say 14,850 divided by 50400 into 100% or into percentage. I'll just do the calculation and I'll show you how much I'm able to save. Divide by 50400 So I am, if earlier, this is just 29%. So if I was earlier spending 100 rupees, now I'm just spending 29 rupees, which is a big saving. And that's the reason every other company wants to migrate to cloud. What are the advantages? It can go global in minutes. How? So AWS has a global infrastructure. Global infrastructure. So if you see the global infrastructure of AWS, it has presence all across the globe. There are 31 regions where AWS is working. See here. So if you are somewhere in US, this is where you are. It has data centers here. It has data centers in Europe. It has data centers in Middle East. In India, there are 2 data centers. One is Mumbai, the other one is Hyderabad. Then you have Thailand, Malaysia, you have Hong Kong, you have China. So it has covered almost all the parts of the globe. Now, there are 2 questions which you can ask. Why is there no data center in Africa? This is such a big place. Why there is no data center in Africa? Now, probably in Africa, there are no users who are using the services of AWS. So it doesn't make a sense. Now you'll say, in India, there are many people who are using the services, but there is nothing in Chennai. There is nothing in Bangalore. There is nothing here in Noida and all. Why is it so? Now, it is not possible for AWS to put a data center everywhere. So what they do is they put mini data centers, which are also known as POP or point of presence. So these POPs or point of presence acts as a mini data center and they help the customers to get their work done. So one thing which I saw here is that AWS has a global infrastructure. If you want, you can put anything into cloud environment and in minutes, it can span across the world. Trade capital expenditure. So you don't have to do any initial investment because everything on AWS is pay as you go. Use it and then pay for it. And I showed you that you can save a good amount of money when it comes to the cost. Benefit from the massive economy of the sale. So how come AWS is giving you all these things at a cheap cost? Because they themselves have bought in a bulk. So they give you at a cheaper cost. You don't have to guess, how many servers have you used. You can see right in front of your eyes how many servers you are using. You can increase the speed and agility. Tomorrow, your server goes big. You can ask any amount of storage from there. You say, I need 5 petabytes of storage. Yes, you will get it on cloud. You don't have to buy anything. After 1 month, you say, I'm not using 5 petabytes. I want to come back to 200 GB. Okay, fine. Use 200 GB, pay for 200 GB. So that is the benefit when you go to cloud. And that's the reason most of the companies are moving to cloud. So we say cloud computing is the use of software and hardware to provide services like storage, virtual machines, servers. Virtual machines or servers are same, many more over the network. With cloud computing, user can access files, use applications from any device, and they can access internet. So you have to enable your cloud resources. You can log into cloud environment. There are a lot of cloud services present here. You can create virtual machines. You can have pay as you go model. So whatever components you will use, based on that, you will get the billing. So I'll show you. Now, for me, I do a lot of training. So for me, obviously, the billing will be something which will be there. But for you, when you are trying to use it, you will see most of the services are free and you can use them as per your usage. So you can see here that what all services I've used. I've used QuickSight, Kinesis, EC2, which is a cloud compute. Then I have used CloudWatch, Glue, and based on that, they have sent the billing to me. Okay. So it is completely pay as you go. Whatever you use, you pay for that. You don't use it, you don't pay for that. Why? Now you can focus on your core business. So come back to my example where I was talking about selling pizzas. Now, if I migrate to cloud, I don't have to worry about the hardware part, what software they are doing. I don't have to worry about that. All the IT heavy lifting will be done by cloud. I will use the cloud services, pay as per the usage. So my focus will now be on growing my business. Second is, in cloud, they give us something called IaaS, infrastructure as a service. So we can create the infrastructure on AWS very quickly. And on top of that, there are tools like Terraform, CloudFormation. Yes. Okay, you can be on mute if you're not talking to me. So in cloud, we have something called IaaS, infrastructure as a service. And this infrastructure as a service will help you to build your services very quickly on cloud environment, which is a very good thing. You can create an environment on cloud very, very, very easily. In cloud, we have 4 models to work. Okay. One is on-premises. When you say on-premises, you are doing everything by yourself. Okay. So you have to manage everything. You can see here they're talking about you have to manage everything. Then when you say infrastructure as a service, here the infrastructure will be given to you by cloud. You just have to bring your application, your data, your runtime environment, and you can start your work. They gave you platform as a service. In platform as a service, they give you the platform. You just bring your application, your data, and you start working. And the latest one is software as a service, where they will manage everything for you. You just say that, okay, I want to use this, and there you will get everything. Now, this guy, one example can be Gmail. So when you say Gmail, Gmail is a software which can be used to send and receive messages. What operating system is running, what code is written, I'm not worried about that. When we talk about cloud, cloud is majorly divided into 4 varieties. One is public. Now, as the word suggests, it is open for everyone. You just need a valid email ID, phone number, and all, and you can create an account on a public cloud and get started. Example, AWS, GCP, Azure. Private cloud. Now, there are companies who don't want others to come in, like Rackspace and all those things. They are private. They give access only to their employees. So these are private clouds. We say dedicated service. Hybrid means it's a combination of private and public. Some part of their application, they have put it on cloud. Some they have kept on premises. Community. Now, community is, as the word suggests, is free of cost. Anyone can do anything there, but you can't tweak or change as per your requirement. Whatever they give, you have to use that. And it always comes with a quota. Let me say you will be given maximum 2 GB of storage. You cannot go beyond that. Even if you want, you cannot. And second, you cannot use it for any commercial purpose. For learning, it is good. So here we go to the 4th module and we talk about AWS. So AWS is a secure cloud service platform, and it is offering you compute, database, content delivery, and all the functionalities which you need for your business to scale and grow. AWS has various services, and these are maintained by Amazon. What Amazon did is, first, they migrated their entire Amazon.com to cloud, and then they started giving these facilities to others. They only charge you for the resources which you use, and that too on hourly basis. Now, if you go to the market share, you will see that Amazon is a market leader. It has more than 50% of the market share. This data is a little bit old, but still it has a fair amount of market storage, and it is much way ahead than any other cloud available in the market. Let it be Azure, Google Cloud, IBM, VMware, Oracle, or any other cloud provider. Then we will be talking about various services of AWS, like we will talk about ops work. Now here, if you want to work with some service, come here and say ops work. And you can start with this. So here we can see ops work is of 3 types: ops work stack, ops work self-automation, ops work Puppet enterprise. So let me go with the first one. And here I can say start fresh. If you have existing, I don't have. So you can say add your first stack. And I can go with the sample stack as of now in Linux machine, create one. So it says one IAM role is needed. So let me go ahead and create an IAM role. So this is my add stack. Let me go ahead and create an IAM role. IAM role is for permissions. So IAM role, come here. Say I want to create a role. Who is going to use it? So say my ops work is going to use it, ops work. Next, let me say for time being, I'll give administrator access. ADMINISTRATOR. So administrator access is what I'm giving. It will give you the full access. Next, real world, we don't do that. Ops work stack, create a role. So you can see this guy got created. Now I will go back to ops work. I'll create a stack here. Now you can see it is getting created. So the good thing here is you don't have to buy anything. You don't have to pre-book anything. Whatever you want, you get it on the go. You need it, you can take it. Simple as it is. Okay. And you can run as per your requirement. Okay. See you then, guys. Happy learning.